Okay, good evening, everyone. Tonight we have a very exciting match. It is the continuation of the Division 1 playoffs. It is the Bobby Kotick fan club up against Freakz. I'm joined, as always, by Halcyon.
Hello, hello. Our favorite team is playing today.
Yes.
Team
Just very
Freakz.
quickly, state of Div1 Cup. Freakz won the first round against Spy's side Susliha, now playing the quarterfinal against Bobby Kotick fan club. Winner this will play against Dagai and Banga Haz's team, and then there will be the grand finals against the Vinland Raiders.
3-0 in the first series. I also received the word that they didn't even try their hardest.
Boo.
So now I think it's more of a real test against Freakz here.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a step up. Exia, definitely one of... I mean, a player that we're very familiar with after beating you several times in the playoffs, but it happens.
Yes, for the first few years while I was playing, Hixir was refusing to join any teams. I messaged him like at least 20 times in a few years. And then eventually, when he semi-retired from Storm League, some French people managed to convince him to play in teams. And now I think he's also retired, but he's still obviously playing.
Interesting definition of retired. In any case, the Dragonshire picked by the Bobby Kotick fan club. What do you think we'll see from Freakz's team? Will it be their normal style?
It looks like the French team didn't do their research if they're banning Hanzo right in against Freakz. Okay, the Haka already prepared with the Lucio ban. The Haka versus Lucio is very bad matchup if the Lucio is good, so I'm expecting something like Chromie Junkrat, like a Junkrat or a Chromie, yes, Junkrat with this, and Hogar.
And we do see
to be expected.
It is Cloud Destroyer who has taken the Haka, so it will likely be a mid lane or 4-man Dahaka, and then Haka picking something else for the off lane. Johanna Rhaegar, I mean, I can predict the entire Freakz team draft without even looking at the picks, I think. They do the same thing every time, and I mean, you can't blame them if it's working.
I think they should have banned Johanna from...
yes, I think the primary ban is definitely, we did not study these guys at all, we're not scared. Or maybe we're not particularly concerned about the result, but it's going to be a Genji ban now, another hero I don't think we're going to see from Freakz' team.
I've only seen them once or twice play it, but when you have Junkrat, you need to ban these. The tank heroes that can just step into the trap. Okay, white main ban. I like it very much. Now, I've seen Bobby, they switch roles sometimes, so you never know which role, like, they play more on a hero basis. Is the player good on the hero? And that's how they determine who will play what. I think only Morgana is always on tank. Maybe Maiev here for Team Freakz is possible.
Could be an option. We see Arno for Genji ban making a bit more sense. It is Arno Junkrat, so are they going to nano boost with Diablo over Junkrat, or do you think it'll be another nano boost target for the last pick?
I think Tobos is a mage player. Gudan or Mink is very possible still.
Our favorite hero is Zagara.
New pick. It makes sense against Diablo Hogar, I think. But surely this is Hupaka saying, give me Zagara. Zagara is good because I don't think Freakz will play Zagara. And Gudana's predicted.
Yeah, this
I
is
feel
for
like
sure.
I know more about both teams than they know about each other at this point, but happens.
Well, in any case, we do have the high percent damage against the Diablo. The Zagara, once we get level 16, is going to do a lot. Junkrat go down, no real backline access to... I mean, they can only hit Johanna, which isn't a great target.
It is so hard to play Gudana against Johanna the Haka, I think, because they're not really scared from the fear that much. First game.
Let's see what happens. Mistakes have already been made by me, but in any case, we will play with this overlay. Blue team, Bobby Kotick fan club. Virtual's playing Hogger, Malganir, Diablo, John LaSalle is Anna, Ixia playing Junkrat, and Tobos will be Gul'dan. Right team, Freakz. Freakz is Grey Main, out of order, playing Rega. Dobby playing the Grey Main Cloud Destroy, the Haka, and Hopaka Zagara.
It's gonna be 1 tower taken on top at least.
They're setting up around middle. They're not ready for Zagara push. Can of course spawn all the summons to tank up as a drag on to Virtual. Going to spin away. Close enough to 1 tower.
Yes. The next Zagara Q will probably take it. Okay. We continue with the rotations here.
It looks like for the time being, Hopaka's playing towards bottom side of the map.
Makes sense. We expect the Grey Man and the Rhaegar to get all the camps while Johanna soaks. Okay, I think they're saying comms, camp. Boom.
1 minute,
on
we're already
time.
on it. Ixia making the way towards the hard camp.
Junkrat is one of the heroes that can defend against hard camps pretty easy, so we can expect for them to send him to help the Hogger with the defense, and we can probably expect Freakz team to go with at least 3 people and push.
Yep. Dobby and out of order up here at the moment. Now it's a 4-man rotation from Bobby Kotick, so they're going to be the ones that are pushing in actually. Kaldi not going to be slept by that one. Team just going to hit the opposing camps at the moment. Now Freakz making their way up for a bit of a 4v4 here. Not be important, can they get the mage down, get rid of that spell armor?
Dobby. He's out. This is not optimal for Team Freakz. They have the Zagara Gul'dan matchup on bot, which Gul'dan I think wins pretty easily. He has the self-sustain in the level 4 and the W. Oh, nice grenade on the Haka.
Preventing some of the essence healing. Now we're seeing the move back into middle. Gul'dan, yeah, should be fine. Can just drain the roaches and whatnot at worst case. The camp though was taken by Team Freakz, so that was helping out the Zagara.
Now a easy camp up and a hard camp on bot. I wonder what kind of rotations we will see.
Oh, they're gonna just get themselves a DK. Both points in favor. Probably not able to take it away. Dobby's kicked over under the fort here. He's gonna need to make the recall now. John maybe going to find? No.
Grenade?
Oh, actually gets it with the Biotic Grenade. That's a nice catch there from the Bobby Kotick support.
Very surprising that they got the DK in this situation.
Zagara falling as well. It seems that the rotations have been good so far by the blue team, actually.
Surprisingly, a lot of value from Diablo just running into the lanes and engaging on the first person he sees.
We
And
haven't
now
seen
the
a whole
Halcyon.
lot of creep. This is... I was talking before with Zagara, very good when the enemy doesn't have short cooldowns to reveal and kill the creep. Gul'dan is the exact opposite. The Fell Flame basically up all the time, so as long as he's able to step up and hit the creep, there will be no vision for Team Freakz to take advantage of.
Team Freakz, this Zagara pick is the only pick that I don't like, but would have preferred something like a fast stat or even the usual another melee for them.
Here's the burrow from Cloudy. Ana still in the ADS, not able to get away. Drag only finds Diablo though, not the backlines that you're hoping for. John making the run out, Dobby jumping in to try and catch it. It's going to be the first kill for Team Freakz. Malgadir getting a bit body blocked here. Is going to be killed as well. Another drag from Cloudy. 2 kills for Team Freakz.
This is just, I feel like many teams do this and forget enemy has the hacker. You cannot be so far up on the map. And this is, I can assure you, a situation that Team Freakz, they practice this many times, this exact like co-ops with the hacker on bot lane, and this brings them back almost to equal XP in the game. And the levels are the numbers are rising, and at 16 we know what happens with Zagara.
Yep. Zagara gets 16, Malgadir gets 6 deaths.
So far, very good Diablo play. We have to...
Yep, been getting some nice picks. The DK getting a lot of value with both damage dealers being killed. Diablo largely responsible for this.
We saw one of the problems with Diablo, right? He cannot really peel for his backline that well as some of the other tanks, which meant that Ana was left. Even though Diablo blocked the Dehaka Q, it was still not enough PL to make Ana feel safe after.
With level 16, with the debilitating flames, at least he can reduce the damage, but with so much percentage damage actually on Team Freakz, for true damage not being affected by it, maybe it won't be all that helpful, as they're getting minor damage up here with the top camp. Dobby hit by the mine, stairs the stun from Malgadir, and down they go. It's a Hive Hollis actually from Ana. Reptile onto out of order. Looking pretty good there from the fan club. John, so I think throwing the rest of the shots down the bottom is going to be the kill actually by Tobos. Nice timing from Cloudy though, dragging Gul'dan under the fort.
What do you think about Diablo going for Lightning Red this game? I thought he would be APOC.
Just for the better control, defending the backlines, I suppose, get the ramping slow. When Greymane jumps in melee could be a bit annoying. I suppose that's the idea. But we do see the adaptation actually. We were concerned about Ana being dived on. It's Eye of Horus, it's not nano boost. Just play really, really far back, out of range entirely. Solve that problem.
Not nano boost with Gul'dan. I think even nano boost on Diablo is like completely destroyed with Lightning Red, so I'm not sure about this pick. When you said adaptation, I got confused and I thought
you thought the hacker adaptation.
Yes, but we see some nice plays from Cloudy so far this game, which is not a surprise to me at least. I've been playing with him for years now. He's very strong.
Half a level lead for Bobby Kotick. They've gotten level 13 talent tiers. Sleep on Freakz. Thrown in with a concussion mine, but he's going to be okay. Lightning Breath used. Out of order, maybe the target. Virtually not finding the stun.
Oh no, Dobby again in trouble against Malgadir.
Eye of Horus also used by John. Opaka may be in trouble. Tobos been caught out though. Here's Cloudy once again making the plays. The drag is good. Here's devouring more on top of it, but Reptile zoning them away. Tobos surviving for now. It's 5 members of Team Freakz down here, so Hog is getting top lane in the meantime. Bloodlust will be used. They're going again on top of it. Curse Bullet, Malgadir, so much damage. The Fear is used, but not enough to save them. Dobby's wanting more, but cannot find it.
The viewers, we have to remember that there is no Ancestral on Freakz team ever. It's always Bloodlust. And with the first one being used, Diablo loses the souls. The game is in a pretty even state so far, but which team does it favor? Like, I would argue it's the Zagara team if the game goes late. Junkrat is the W build, so not really the highest potential for scaling there.
Good play onto Freakz, taking about half of Johanna's health and retreat. Now Papaka, careful here, gets hit by Concussion Mine, but Malgadir looking for Johanna instead. Bless Shield used, but Freakz goes down. Now Malgadir overpower. Papaka's the target, but Dobby turning it around the Curse Bullet. John's there with some healing. Diablo
this is exactly what I was worried about with the Lightning Breath. After 16, Diablo will die every time he stands at one place, right? He has to play very careful.
Cloudy's in middle. The side lanes are so good at the moment for Bobby Kotick. Exit in the meantime, during the entire fight, was just getting the bottom camp. Now Tobos gets the push of it. Virtual's about halfway through the top fort as well. Dobby stepping really far forward. Malgadir not going to find the stun though, but here's the Fear. Purge used. Dobby. Concussion Mine so good from Ixir. Down goes Greyman, and it's another DK for the fan club.
The synergy from Morgana Elixir the whole game has been on point. Flip into mine. Johanna is receiving so much damage because of these like small engages. Into mine, into root, into anti-heal. And now we see first forts being taken down. Zagara in trouble. I think he's dead.
Nice play with a shadow charge. Do we have the range to kill him? The answer is absolutely yes. Devouring more used, but to no avail. John sniping that one. Ixir surviving on the other side. Look at the healing across the map.
Very exciting talent choice. Not sure still if it's the correct one, but so far it has been getting value. Okay, level 16, the game. They're
going again, Cloudy, Burrowed, and they're without the Zagara though. Here's Ixir, Riptire, onto multiple members. Cloudy low, spin from Holger, Shockwave used, but Iron Skin prevents it. Everyone gets out.
Not to offend Freakz, but I haven't seen any value this game from having Johanna outside of soaking 1-2 waves here and there. Sure if... Oh, Bloodlust!
They're going for Bloodlust. The Fear is so good onto Dobby. Do we have the damage without him? It's Sagaras, yes, but they're running away. Cloudy, Lurker Strain, look at the plays. He's doing it all on his own. Eye of Horus used, stun from Freakz. Diana so slow, still in the ADS. Dobby able to catch back up. Another sleep comes out. And they get away. Isolation used. Concussion Mine from Ixir, trying to buy the space. Drag doesn't reach. Jean Lascelles still going down though. And can they get more? Ixir is out. Malgadir back stun on Dobby. Tobos doesn't have the Fear though, so I don't think there's a kill here to be had. Instead, they're trying to get the Diablo. Down he goes again, back to the death pool. Ixir somehow went in. I don't see how that one happened, but it's so good on the side for Team Freakz.
Cloudy got him with the Lurker Strain eventually, and I said Freakz didn't do much, and he won this fight with the Condemn slowing Junkrat Ana at the same time, and then there is no escape from the Greyman and the Dehaka, right? And Rhaegar also with 16. They might... I don't think they will go for game, but at least the Keep and the Dragon, and we saw it. Level 16, insta comeback in the first fight. They're already... I would argue they're even ahead at this point, maybe.
Well, they've got the map control, they've maybe got the scaling. We also see Dobby this time going for the range and the movement speed. We often see from Freakz' team it's the Q, CDR and the melee form, but helping to catch up. We saw the sleep down Grey Mane twice and still managed to reach the backline members thanks to the Bloodlust.
Even with the fort on bottom lane, I think just the French team, they cannot afford to be so deep on the map against the Haka Bloodlust. They have to play a bit more conservative. But how to win then if you cannot cross the middle of the map?
Yes, if you remember the previous series as well, the Splicers team, they had good game states for it. They were ahead in 2, I think, maybe even 3 of the games, but later on, pushing in, collapsed on by Freakz' team going full smoke and just getting the kills. Now we see 3 of them in the bottom lane here. Everyone from, well, Kotick was top lane, the recalls have come out though. Level 20 gonna be hit soon for both sides.
Will we see the DK cap soon? Oh, Ixir in trouble. Mao, not used. DK is Diablo in trouble.
Active reload is going to keep him up for now. Cloudy channeling Junkrat, not able to reach it. I've Hollis was used well, now devouring more into 2. Freakz has the follow-up available. Let's see the damage here. Helga out from Malgady. Here's the blows as well. Spin from Holga gets him out 2 actually. Now the Riptire out of order, low but not out. The gate did quite a bit actually, the objective push here. I thought the more was good, but Bobby Kotick managed to hold.
This dragon took 60% of his HP in a few seconds without even getting mid fort at level 20. The start of the fight looks so good.
Oh, the triple sleep! Shockwave! How much more is there? Dobby trying to get out. Holger Wild now being used. Can he run away? The answer is no. It's traded 1-for-1 so far though. Freakz able to get out of this, I think. Hopaka, good dodge on the mine.
What a sleep from Ana, almost winning the game for them there.
Oh, the Cloudy blind drag on Malgadir.
Was it blind or he saw from the Zagara minions?
I don't think those Zagara minions. And now Lurker Strain, isolation on 2.
No.
Cloudy, he's doing everything for them. It's 2 more kills.
He got the things from the teammates there. They know that he won them the game with this play, and that will be 1-0 for Team Freakz. What an exciting
has the fear. Not good enough for Lurker Strain. Cloudy, one more for good measure. Hopaka interrupting the drag. But Tobos, I mean, he's living for a while, but not long enough. Another drag, why not? Cloudy going to do a victory lap now around the core. Super big the Haka. Super good performance for this first game.
Very small detail happened after the 3-man sleep where Rhaegar out of order, she cleansed one of them, and I think that was the crucial moment because they only lost one player after that 3-man sleep. They also traded for Hogar. And if there wasn't the Rhaegar cleanse, I think like maybe even 3 of the heroes would have died. So everyone pulling their weight on Team Freakz in this game. And Diablo managed 5 deaths, not 6, but still. In the late game, it became very hard for them to play. It looked so good after that sleep, and then the turnaround was massive eventually.
And yeah,
17 minutes.
I mean, we've seen this problem a lot of times now. You can get advantages against the Bloodlust running down style that this team plays. If you just stepped up across the map with these backline heroes that are vulnerable to getting flanked, they do have the tools to get on top of you later and then turn the game on its head. We've seen this, I mean, it's 4 games in a row now with Div1 playoffs. What is the answer?
I think research was the answer, but I don't think they did any if they're running Hanzo right wing, right? So
yeah, I mean, Brightly Bad shows there's no research, so if they have 2... Well, they can take one more loss before they have to have an answer for it.
I think the hacker is getting banned next map for sure. I don't see it being open after this kind of performance from Cloudy. And I think also if they ban Johanna, I think Freakz is not that uh, practice on all the other tank picks, because every game he ends up on Johanna because he thinks that it's a good hero. I also share that view, of course. We mentioned many times on cast that Johanna is OP. Ooh, Sky Tempo, next map from the French team.
No. This one picked by Team Freakz. Virtual
okay.
opting for the first pick after the last one. Going for the map bans we didn't do them before. Bobby Kotick banning Cursed Hollow and Ultag Pass. Freakz banning Towers and BRE. Bobby Kotick picked Dragonshire, Freakz Team 1, who now picks Sky Temple.
Last time we saw Freakz on Sky Temple, they had different players and they lost against the Raiders with even the hacker on the team and their usual other heroes. I think here we have to see a the hacker ban. I think the Frenchies, they need to accept that the hacker was a problem and just ban it. There is no other hero that can do these things in the game. Like have a global, survive, attack at the same time, and just...
The hacker really does everything, it's true. Now, I remember I asked Freakz a while ago, what is the core hero to a strategy? What's the most important one? He said it's Rhaegar. Is the secret behind everything.
I think it's the practice that they had already so many games on this exact... I wouldn't be surprised if they had this exact draft multiple times. Like,
I mean, they could play it on this map and it would look just as well.
Look again, Hanzo ban. I
they
think we have to write to them so they can start
banning. It's really funny, because they ban it, they don't get any feedback on whether it was a pick Freakz' team wanted or not. Maybe they think the Hanzo would have been taken. I mean, I don't think it would be, you don't think it would be, but...
Think zero chance.
Right ban would be a disaster, right? Unless you're first picking the Haka.
Yeah, that might be a strategy. That deny and at the same time you get a great hero. Sylvanas ban, it makes more sense.
It's closer.
We've seen Team Freakz play Sylvanas or Greyman in the DPS slot many times, so... Second ban, will it be Blaze again? Yes, it seems like they determined that the Blaze is way too strong against the melees or something like that.
Makes sense. Big AoE stun, boil, good wave clear, bunker.
The hacker first pick.
It's got to be.
Or maybe it will be Hogar again. I wouldn't be surprised. I think at least you have answer to the global now, right? It's not that bad. Insta lock.
I don't think Brightwing has the peel necessary to beat her. Here we go again, the Haka Rhaegar already taken. You know what the other three are going to be.
Hopefully not the Diablo again here. I know many people are very hyped for this Brightwing Diablo.
I mean, it's not a good combination. It's really not.
I think
you can do so much more with your support for Diablo. Instead, it's gonna be a Valor composition from the fan club.
And I just don't see how Valor can match the Bloodlust comp in any way. Like, she will just get run over, I think. But
I mean,
maybe they have idea.
I think this is the perfect situation for Freakz team, isn't it? Because the Valor compositions typically have very poor map clear, they're very poor in playing alone. They have to play as a death ball, so they can just run circles around them. is what I'm guessing will happen.
We have been wrong before. Maybe last game was very close. I think in the last fight it looked like it was lost for Team Freakz, but
Oh, don't get me wrong, it was very nearly a win for the fan club. But I think they haven't dealt with the stylistic matchup being bad for them.
they were also ahead almost the whole game before level 16. So it's not like we are saying that it will be 3-0 for Team Freakz, but so far it's looking likely just because of the play styles involved and how they match up against each other.
No ban done by the fan club. I'm asking the players if there's one they've agreed on in chat, but it's going to be Johanna as well as Dobby playing Cassia.
A new hero. Are they trying too hard to counter Vawa? They're assuming it will be auto attack Vawa, I think so.
I mean, I think they're right, even though it's Johanna and Cassia. I mean, I think Greymane would have been fine if they wanted to do the same thing, but Cassia is very, very good against the Vala. Diablo once again, and it's going to be Falstad to try and match some of the map pressure.
I like Falstad, don't like Diablo of course. Now last pick needs to be Mini or a damage hero. I think what's open. I would like Hammer, but I don't think they will go for it. Then
Scared it's Imperious. Oh, that one's a lot nicer.
yeah, Maiev looks fine. I don't see the problem with having a Greymane in this game. It's only the Brightwing that can do a lot against it. Okay, Maiev against Brightwing, not that exciting, I think. If the Brightwing can predict the jump in and insta polymorph, it's hard to be Maiev. But other than that, there is no other problems.
They have Falstad as well for some disengage this time, so maybe it'll be better, but I'm scared they're on Sky Temple playing Yuvala. I mean, I don't really like it in the first place, no matter what you're doing, what the enemy team is. Let's see what happens.
Game 2.
Blue team, Bobby Kotick fan club. Virtual playing UL. Hang on, I've done some swapping here. Malgan is playing Diablo, John Lassalle playing Falstad, Tobos is Zavala, and Ixia will be Brightwing. Right team 1-0 up, Freakz is Freakz, Cloudy playing Dahaka, Freakz playing Johanna, Opaka playing Savalas it looks like, Dobby's playing the Maiev, and out of order is Rhaegar.
Is Jean Lassalle some anime character or what is it? I'm very uneducated. What does it mean?
I'm not familiar at least, but it's a French name at least, John. And now we're starting off in the bottom lane. Maiev, nice Memento can hit all the front at once. Now Cloudy's taking a lot of tower damage here.
I think he will base route even. Okay, Malgane, nice zoning. He might be in trouble here. Okay.
The Shadow Charge is good. Phase Shift as well. Virtual's just kind of pushing for free. We're seeing the walk up from Cloudy. They want to hold on to the Brush Talk for a Siege Camp Invader maybe. Now, Dobby, a lot of CC here, and he's just going to go down. First blood, Bobby Kotick.
Polymorph against Maiev, we mentioned it even before the game started. Maybe some disrespect was involved there from Dobby.
And
but
also it's the Q build this time from the Val. We were saying it maybe is AA build, but against this much dive, against this many blinds, and going to change it up, good to see.
Maybe this will make Vava a decent hero on this map. Speed up the macro with the Q. But still, I don't see the reason to have a Vava instead of a more mobile and more sturdy character.
Damage onto URL, but gonna be okay. Dobby nearly going down to the boost camp, but we'll hit the healing fountain and be okay. Tobos and Ixir, they're going to eventually take the camp, but Dobby and Alpaca aren't really intent on waiting.
We have the double soaking from the hacker Johanna and a 3-man push on top lane.
There's a camp against the wall. Now Faceshift coming in. Dobby looks to be the target again, but able to get out with the Spirit of Vengeance. The pushes are not very big, to be honest, and now it's got to be the Valor comp with Bruiser. Maybe they will get some damage on this wall.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think if you get the gate and 2 towers, objective one-shots the fort if you get the full objective.
Don't know off the top of my head, but you're probably not too far off. X is going to be pulled, but it's fine. And they're definitely going to get this front wall here. It looks like the fan club Malgadia on the way up as well.
This game they have the foul stat matching the global, so
Phase shift
they can 4v4.
This is okay though for the fan club. Damage being done onto Freakz. Now Dobby pushed in, going to jump. Polymorph used, needs to get out of there. The trades are good for the Val composition at the moment. Dobby, no healing fountain, needs to recall. The Hacker loses the 1v1 normally against False, and we see it here. Cloudy's going to have to recall. Freakz' team playing for middle at the moment.
We need to see some levels first before Freakz team can win these 4v4s. I think for Halcyon, especially level 7 is big upgrade on the burst damage.
Exia pulled in by Cloudy. It's a kill over to Freakz' team. Now Malgadia stepping up here, no damage, so just heals up so much from the W build. Tobos is in the area, but it's no biting for 5 seconds. Has the phase shift at least on the return. Both temples in favor of the Freakz at the moment. Ritual going to be pulled out of a jump. Now phase shifts up to top lane. Malgadia here as well. Everyone flying in. Here's John Lassalle. Out of order, looks to be a target. Malgadia finds a good stun against the wall. Down he goes now. Tobos going in. Hapaka on his own though, so it looks good for the blue team. Going to be a second kill for them. In the meantime, Dobby's just going to push middle.
Flying in with Brightwing, with Falstad, everyone flying in on top lane results in a fight that Freakz team loses. I think they need the bloodlust in order to win.
And we have an interesting pick here. It's going to be the W at 7 by Alpaca. Maybe it was the burst damage we were expecting, but just wants more blinds on the Val as well as the auto attack Falstad. Now Malgadia postured for Invade. Bushtalk is available from Cloudy.
I don't think they will be able to invade. Okay, they back off. And now the opposite invade might happen. Hero is on mid lane, so it should be safe for them to take the camp. I don't think Freakz wants a 5v5 before Bloodlust is available.
Just passive at the moment, our team. Dobby's sitting in this bush here. Now they're going on Hapaka. Maev going to scare them away.
The cleanse was used there from Rhaegar. Save him. Level 10, very soon, 1 minion.
Now we're taking damage, so is Dobby. Phase shift's going to be used. Dobby, I thought he was maybe going to get polymorph there, but X is the one that's in trouble. Valkyrie used, but unfortunately hits the Diablo. Now, can they turn us around? Here's the play from the Haku. John Lassalle in the area as well, has the gust available. Cloudy very far forward, wanted a drag, but I mean, Diablo has lightning breath. Everyone living in the moment, the drag does not connect. Malgadia, Soul Shield's going to keep him alive for a bit. Don't worry too much about the tether. And
This
it's 4v5 and it's a draw,
Yes.
so good for Bobby Kotick.
The whole time Virtua was soaking, and now we see almost a half level lead and also big tempo advantage for the fan corp. All the ultimates were used pretty much in that fight. And we see a hard camp on Dobby. Freakz is giving up this objective. think it was expected. Without the Bloodlust, I don't think they can really fight.
I thought it was going to be so good, that fight. They had good damage on Exia, blast shield hits, but the Valkyrie being tanked up by Diablo instead. Now Temple going to be taken by John, no problem there. Just conceding it, soaking the XP is the Freakz team.
We usually see their compositions become very strong.
Hang on, Rush Door coming in. John Lassalle gets over the wall. Fresh Shield misses. Here's the Gust as well. Containment Disc won't be really doing much. Dobby's going in. He's polymorphed. He's stunned. Needs to leave already. Bloodlust used. I don't think he wants the fight though here. Malgany is so tanky at this point in the game. Doesn't really care. And it's another good outcome, I think, for the blue team.
Another 4v5. Somehow the XP is not in their favor. And I was mentioning that once the forts are dead, Freakz team has a lot more avenues to explore. But the fort is alive on bot lane, and they just can't really have the fight that they want to have.
They haven't managed to break it just yet. Tobos taking the top camp here. Looks like we're having an invade from Freakz team. They've been spotted though by Ixia, who's smelled them pretty well there actually with the Bright McHugh. Freakz quite far, but should be alright. Level 13.
Something interesting about these heroes is that I think at level 20 Brightwing is very strong with the blink heal into the invisibility.
Alpaca's top lane, they're going for an invade here.
Yeah, looks very good for them. They get it for free. Maef, maybe.
Oh, the jump was used, but Hand of Freedom, he's going to be okay, he's virtual.
At first he had to use it, but he didn't even get to that. Now, interesting situation with two temples. This is where the globals are into play. And in this game, the team with more globals is the Fan Club. So they should have the advantage in this situation, I think.
Still waiting to see the value from Cassio, I think. Maybe there'll be the Valkyrie play later on in the game. Turbo stepping forward. Gonna be okay.
I think maybe they assume it will be auto attack Vawa, and that's why they have this Cassia. But at level 16, at least he gets percentage damage against Diablo. It's like a pseudo Zagara, but of course much weaker with the damage. Mid fort in trouble. Diablo on the flank now.
Freakz already at half health. Dobby's really far on the flank. Tobos has maybe been found here. Dobby not finding the spirits, but Containment Disc used. John Lassalle able to gust them out. Valkyrie used though. Can they get on top of the Val? The answer appears to be no at the moment. Dobby really wants to go for it, but he has no health. Malgany maybe going to be turned on. His Cloud Destroy. Can he do it all again? Diablo breathing the fire, but he's breathing his own demise. Now Virtual on the backline trying to get Dobby. Not able to do so. Drag onto John Lassalle. Falstad gone. Virtual not really finding anything. Uriel does not have the damage. Ult used. Now angering the boss. He's pissed. Uriel gone. And once again, Freakz' team, they turn it with a fight.
This is usually what we see, right? Freakz team behind. They get one fight, and then it seems like the enemies cannot recover. Invade on hard camp. Not really invade. It's just like
It's for trade for the boss.
Them. Yes, free for them to take. Siege can get some value on bot, but next objective has only one tempo, and then we have 0 forts left on the map. This is where the heroes like Vawa and Cassia become weaker. You have to play around them and defend them because of the no mobility. But we already mentioned that this is where Freakz team draft with the Bloodlust should become much stronger, being able to chase down the lanes. We have the Gust to fix these problems.
Bit of an interesting one here. Falstad going for the increased Q slow level 16. We often see AA build, and the Q build to be fair, the reduced cooldown and faster speed on the passive. Freakz team considering an invade. They find Malganir. He's gonna be fine.
I think against Johanna with double E, it is almost impossible to have your reduced CD on trade up because she blinds you from the other screen and deactivates it.
Well, this game's a giant kill. Now, Falstad flying behind. John Lascelles, here's the Gust into the wall. Hopaka, maybe the target, but it's pretty good at the moment for Team Freakz, I think. Maiev going pretty hard on them. Valkyrie, X here, gone is Brightwing. Johanna living for now. Look at the healing, barely keeping him alive. Drag as well on Malganir. Yvel coming out with disc to being dead. I mean, Virtual, maybe he'll get away. Cloudy will not allow it though. Yvel. We'll see what happens here as the Holy Steed buying a bit of time, but the fight is good once again for Freakz.
I think no, the fan club, they just don't adapt. The Gust should be only used defensively. Otherwise you Gust and they Bloodlust and you just lose the fight. It's that simple. At this point of the game, fighting like that in the middle of the map against full duration Bloodlust, I don't think they can win that fight. Even if the Gust got 3 people, what really is the follow-up to that? Diablo Q in and Lightning Breath, but it's just not enough.
The only answer is if Tobos can find the full Q Valorburst on the Cassia, but I mean, it's not the most right. They're really waiting for Wind Tunnel to have for control over these fights. So that was good for them at level 20. With you mentioned before, the Invisible Friends can do a lot to prevent the point and click, which is quite important for Freakz team with Cassia, with Tether from Maiev. Wind Tunnel, obviously, Valor. I mean, maybe he's going to go Acrobat even, but the range is also good.
Acrobat is what everyone goes for,
Cloudy,
right?
very small dig here. Quite ambitious play, if you ask me.
Maybe he was hoping for a flank from Freakz or Dobby to start the fight. Wanted to be ready. Some siege on bot, 1 level ahead, 20 versus 19. Every ult available. Are they going to Bloodlust and hit the keep? Are they going to engage? Doesn't look like it. Falstad on the split push. It needs to be answered soon, probably.
I mean, there's here, but they're not really doing much. Now looking for kills. Look at Exit, he's in trouble actually. It's upgraded Valkyrie, down goes Brightwing. We weren't doing much, but now we're doing everything. Malgadir, that guy doesn't stand a chance. Can Tobas get out? The answer appears to be yes. John Lascelles here, but he's on the wrong side of the fight. The drag on Virtual. UL has the ultimate to buy some time, but it's 5v3. Opaka, big damage on the Valor. Needs to be careful though, keep hitting him. Cassia goes down. 4v5 now, but I think it's still playable for Freakz team. Cloudy drag. Not able to find it.
Such a good play from Falstad. He cleared the wave, he gusted 4 people, isolated Cassia. Wait. He railed
good play, but I mean, I think it's okay. They're not going to end here as Team Freakz. Maybe saving the game there, John Lascelles. And I was saying before, Ixia, he cannot be hit by the Valkyrie like this. It's the upgraded Valkyrie from Opaka. It's the blind. It's the root. I believe it's a silence as well. That's every CC basically for AoE big duration if it hits. Now Freakz being matched on the middle here. It's good enough to get out. And they're trading with the temples, but that's good for Freakz team. They're ahead on the structures already.
Next battle will be for the boss, I think. That will decide the game.
Is either team even able to start the boss?
Probably not. Gust.
Well, that changes the things a bit. Gust having to be used at the Hucker. So speedy. Malgadir alone here. Hellgate used. Cloudy still chasing it. Drag is good. I think this Diablo is gone. He has no friends to keep him alive.
He's healing up a lot.
Oh,
from
actually
the
returning it. Cloudy's the one in trouble now. Lightning Breath used. The Hucker is gone. They didn't have the damage actually to deal with Malgadir, and now it's 45 in favor of the fan club.
The boss being started. Team
Dobby?
Freakz going for the end.
I'm
or
not
at
sure
least,
they can do it.
threatening. Disc available. Not used so far.
Waiting for... Oh, now this might go badly for them. Out of order. You're not that fast as Veigar, but Bloodlust, I guess, fixes that problem. Can the Q finish him? The answer is no. Running so fast.
And
They prevent the boss.
not only that, they are winning the game with the siege and 69% on core, 63 already. And now they just need another tempo. I think the fan club, yes, they need to flip the boss and try to enter, but there will be backdoor potential from Freakz. Bloodlust in 60 seconds.
Jonasel, wind tunnel available. I think they got spotted here on the minions. Yep, they do see Dobby in the top side of the map. No one answering the boss at the moment.
Kopaka is full AFK in some bush, just running around. Now he will go to death. Okay. This is very good for Team Freakz. Feels completely free game as
Even
of now.
better is the double temple spawn. Only one needed to end the game. This is going to be very difficult for the fan club. They need to find a pick somehow. But as the defensive team playing proactively, it'll be a challenge, that's for sure.
At least is the close spawn on the temples and not one on bot and one on top.
Oh, that would have been disaster for top bottom.
Yes, that would have been unplayable probably. Faststep can defend and fly in.
I mean,
all the waves are not in
it's
such a
triple
bad
keep
state.
pressure. I mean, Dobby can just sit bottom and then can the Falsad even leave?
They're already looking for the back door. With the Bloodlust?
I think they were spot. Oh, Dobby's going to be sent now. I'm just going to keep it on their vision a moment, the fan club, because they need to make some decisions here. Freakz showing top, Cloudy showing middle. Okay, everyone's visible. They're going for the end now. Cloudy, big damage to boss. Can he finish? The answer is no. The bow lasting long enough now. Here's the play. Wind tunnel on out of order only. Hapaka hitting. Freakz and Cloudy not getting the temples just yet. Here's the Valkyrie being used. Shield down, but Souls Hapaka. They're not getting that much here, but it's maybe enough as the Hacker has actually found his way to the middle. No one's matching him. They all die, but the temple will finish the game.
Very well played from Freakz team.
Cloudy the GOAT, winning another game.
It wasn't possible to defend against this, right? Even with the best play from the fan club, they needed to insta one-shot someone and then insta go to base. And we see Vawa didn't die, but what did it really achieve in this game?
Yeah, I don't think he can ask them to play with defense much better there. It's just an unwinnable game state, really. We have an explanation. The third ban, the missing ban from the fan club, was Grey Main, as the teams agreed in chat, so that's why he wasn't picked.
Makes sense. This was a much better game on the macro front, I think, from the fan club, but they just don't have the heroes. Diablo doesn't do anything macro-wise, and even in the fights, we see that he cannot really stop the Bloodlust. I think they need something more, let's say, ETC, Gar or something like that can control the fight in a different way.
I suppose.
And also,
you go.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, so I was just about to say again, I think the biggest mistake was using that aggressive gust on mid lane, because after you use it and they Bloodlust, it's almost impossible to win the fight. And before that fight, they were doing mostly okay, or at least they had a chance, right?
I suppose the thinking was with Cassio instead of Greymane, maybe the Diablo can survive later. There's also no Zagara. But what you say is still true. This Diablo hero does not provide anything for clearing the waves, can't make plays on its own, needs teammates. We saw some very good synergy, to be fair. Once again, Diablo starts followed up by the support. But maybe another hero can bring even more value.
I don't think the fan club is mechanically worse, but drafting and strategy-wise, I think they're fumbling a bit because they have to ban some of these heroes, right? You cannot let them have Johanna, Dehaka, Rhaegar 3 games in a row and you know that's what they play all the time. Or even if you didn't know, now you know. So just
You have
ban.
to know now.
Yes, or go to a smaller map if you think the macro is a problem. Why are they going to?
Well, they've chosen
them?
first pick, so they're happy to give Freakz team another map. Looking at the remaining ones, Garden is available. Well, Sky is available. I think it's just going to be a Garden pick, isn't it?
I think, yes, a Garden will make sense. And I think they just have to stop banning Hanzo and ban a real hero because...
And I'm scared because we thought the adaptation was coming in when Brightwing wasn't banned. But then they first picked Brightwing instead, so they still have really high prior on this hero. I guess Sky Temple's a big map, sure. But yeah, the problems with Johanna, Rhaegar, Dehaka, I think 2 of these should be banned, and the 3rd one picked even.
You can even do only Rhaegar ban, and it will fix half of the problems, I think, that they're experiencing, which is they just don't know where and when to fight against the Bloodlust. I think it is possible that we get a game 5 in this series if they adapt correctly.
And it's an interesting thing as well, isn't it? Because half of the battle is figuring out a solution to this Team Freakz playstyle. So if they can win 1, they have a pretty good chance of winning 3. Also, they're running out of big maps. If we go to game 5, we're going to have to play on Shrines, Tomb, or Abraxas.
We see the Garden pick as predicted, and
it's going to be the same strategy on this one if they don't ban it.
Yes, they have to figure out something, or go with some even weirder picks. I think Jean plays Murky. Maybe someone plays Vikings on their team. That can be an option. And just not Diablo, please. Not Diablo. Any other tank that can at least clear a wave in less than 10 seconds. Or somehow disengage from the Bloodlust.
Is May playable?
I've seen Malganir on May, I think, but I think he only plays Ice Wall, so it will not be.
Yeah, Avalanche is what I was thinking of for the very reliable. They're running at you, you can hit them all with a snowball.
What else is there as a strategy? Hammer, it cannot survive against
no, there's too many angles for Hammer.
Especially when Johanna will probably be up still. I just don't understand. Is it ego, or what's the reason they're not banning Johanna and Dehaka in these games? Even after first game, right? You can identify that Dehaka is a problem. He basically solo won the game pretty much, right?
Oh,
and
he
then
absolutely did.
It's a Garden. it's a Sky Temple game and you don't ban the Haka. I don't understand. It is pretty obvious that the Haka is the hero that they want.
I suppose the only reason you don't ban the Haka, Greymane, Johanna is if you thought you wanted them to pick it because you had the answer prepared.
Well, in the early game, they had the answers, right? They were flying in with Brightwing and Falstad, and Freakz team was only flying in with the Haka.
I would love to see the stats on percent of games that Team Freakz is first to level 13, because I bet it's really, really low. And yet they're still having a good win record. Getting ahead alone by a little bit isn't enough to stop this team, it seems, as we now go into draft number 3.
I think for them it's just the presence of the forts is what matters so much for this playstyle. And also, it works also both ways, right? We see the teams, they take their fort and they go deep on the map, away from their own fort, even if it's alive. So
yes, in a weird way, losing forts to drag them out of the map is useful for Team Freakz when they play like this. Let's see, what is there going to be changes? What are the changes?
If they ban Hasmo, I will take a small break. I'll be right back.
Okay, but you can't do. Surely, there has to be a change in game plan. You've been ahead twice, lost late game fights twice. You can't put that on. Okay, Veigar ban. Change of pace. Bloodlust gone. Much harder to get on top of them. Supporters a lot less powerful at doing the camps. First pick for fan club, Dahaka. Okay, we're seeing changes. 2 of the Exodia heroes have been removed from Team Freakz. Johanna's still open, probably gonna get picked. Greymane open, probably gonna get picked. I'll need to check their support that aren't Rhaegar. It's Karazhan, Johanna, and Hogger this time for Dobby. Hogger, I think, got through the last draft, wasn't banned by either team. Now going to see for Freakz. Johanna as expected. They made changes, are you happy?
Oh, at least they have the Haka. I had to cleanse myself with some holy water after seeing this Hanzo ban.
The Haka picked, Rhaegar banned. There are changes.
Yes, it looks much better now once we see the whole idea. But a noob again, I don't think is the right tank.
It's better than Diablo, surely. At least at worst you have the point and click Cocoon. That was sent from Freakz team their normal support when Rhaegar was banned as Karazhan.
It is possible that we see it here. It's not that easy to play against a noob. You get randomly stunned from the queue. Sometimes you get cocooned. You cannot really jump in and auto attack a Brightwing also because you get destroyed. So it's not like enemy Sarana or something and you can be jumping on her. Uther, Greymane, I like this one.
Booth is another one where you see from the team, of course. Greymane, as expected.
I think Uther is not the best on this map, obviously, and also if you're playing around objective at some point, right, fighting objective, you lose so much HP and mana that Uther can't really sustain. Mink Hammer.
I don't mind it.
Looks okay. Looks at least playable this time. Fastest was banned by Team Freakz. It's pretty nice, I think. Now what's open? No Bud was. No the hacker.
I'm scared it's Imperious.
Hopefully not. It's also Imperious game.
That's better. But not by too much.
0-2 against Right Wing. I think it is likely that the fan group wins this one.
I think I like what they have a hell of a lot more this time. Grey main, Zeratul. These heroes cannot deal with hammer push. The tools are there in the late game to peel against the scaling.
I'm interested in the Dehaka build. I think against 5 melees, I think I've said this before on
You're
cast.
a big W enjoyer.
Yes, against 5 melees, like you just run into them, press your W, and you have it instantly once it's over, even before that, and you get 50 essence every time you use it, and you just run around in the fight and just do nothing and win. Let's see what he chooses. I don't think any of the others make sense, right? Maybe the healing is fine, but I don't think you need the speed for sure this game.
Dobby is AFK.
Hammer.
There's maybe a pause. Okay, he's here.
Hammer with the building heating talent, right? That's the one.
We see the pause after Dobby is here. I mean, this is kind of a big deal in theory if there's the foul play going on, but we do have indeed the hammer play towards the bottom side. They don't have Sylvanas or Zagara anything to play the other side, do Team Freakz?
Yeah, this time they have to be on the defensive and not on the offensive. I think what the fan group will do is just hammer park bot and the hacker try to double soak. Maybe Mink will shoot also spells on the towers. Maybe she will do the camps. Anoop Beatles. Brightwing, the usual level 1. Not much. Uther is this
It's the W.
Yes.
Okay, we're back in game now. Freakz' team, they're guessing top lane, but they're wrong. Here it is. An Uber Akali Megan Hammer. The level 1's good. They're just going to try and match it, survive through it with Uther healing, and let the Grey main hit faster. I'm not convinced.
There's a base race going on.
I mean, it's a bit of a base race, yes.
I really hate these kind of games, by the way, where it's just so weird when it happens and there is zero action involved.
And I suppose it is the best way for them to do it though, right? We were saying they don't have a way to match the hammer, they can't defend against it. So this is the alternative. Cloudy gonna get out there. They are going to get the fort first, the side of Team Freakz. Taking quite a bit of damage though. But no sign of slowing down. I think we're going to see the fan club catch up now on the pushing speed. Giants are taken, Dobby recalling.
Yeah, the mana and the HP is looking much better for the fan club.
Yeah, no damage yet to the wall. Giants have been taken. Hopaka just gonna match Virtual, looks like, for now. Drag going to greatly slow it down. Now here's the counterpunch. Dobby here. Here are the rest of them as well. John has not got the boosters actually. This hammer's just gone. Next here also going to be taken out. They overstayed.
Yes, it's like in the other games. Once you take the fort, you're in trouble against 5 minis.
But when did he use boosters? I really need to go back and check because John, if he had the boosters, I think they could have made the disengage happen. But it's 3 kills for Team Freakz. The Haka even bowing against the Harpaka just pushing onto the keeper now. The wall still.
Oh, it will be quite sad if this is the last game of the series, given how it developed so far. Already at full 2 level lead for Freakz team almost.
It's really painful. And I was looking good for them, but even so, we were saying that getting the forts start opening the map is good for Team Freakz. Well, we started at 1 minute with 2 forts going down, so in that sense the map is already open.
I think again, the strategy is just not... Oh, it looks like they're also tilted.
I mean,
already.
I don't blame them. Second pause, nothing being said in the chat. 2 levels down. It looks like this pause shouldn't be as long though.
I think again, the fan club is just losing on, like, in the strategy department and not really in the mechanics, which is a bit unfortunate, I think, for them. They got the first seat, but the whole map is red. Camps
I mean, they're 2 levels
everywhere.
up. These camps aren't theirs. These belong to Freak's team. Just gonna run and take him so easily, Hogger Grey main.
The macro completely collapsed, I think.
Malganir, okay, he does survive. Now Virtual's here. They're not going for the XP catch-up. They're trying to fight. Drag on Hogger, but it's not enough. John is gone. Diving underneath the fort now. Virtual, the next target. Stunned by Hogger. Not enough to kill though. But they're just going onto the fort. They don't care in the slightest.
I don't know what to say, it's just all the camps are up and hitting structures on the map. 2 level lead. Guess the added the only good thing is that the camps are hitting waves and killing them, and the XP is not being collected by Freak's team. So maybe slightly coming back. The
Parker, here's the stuns. Hammer not quite in range though. Top lane, the rest of the wall going to be going down. Tobos really deep here on Li Meng. Going to be okay though. Hopaka may be in trouble. It's another spin. Oh, the angle. Really good. Malguia trying to follow, but he's alone. Tobos in trouble. Freakz hitting. Dobby gonna blink on. The phase shift is there to buy some time. Now, can they keep away with the hammer? The health bars aren't that good for Team Freakz. Freakz himself in trouble. The Iron Skin is there. No damage though. Johanna lives barely.
And now are they in trouble for being here again?
The answer
Looks
is
like
maybe. Freakz recalling. They're gonna keep pushing. Saudi's setting his sights on the mid fort. They're going for the bottom keep, and there's definitely, I mean, they're gonna be 10 soon, I suppose, the Freakz team, so the keep is gonna be fine.
Successful exit from the fan club this time.
Hang on, Malganir has the boa charge. Okay, he's fine, but level 10 here, Bless Shield off the Beetle, but it's not enough. Now Horror, here we go, Hopaka Horder Pulp, they're not done yet. Trying to get more here, Malganir in trouble, and down he goes. VP on the fort, Div shield used, John is gone.
I spoke too soon. They were not out. Don't be dying
Hang on
to oh no! You people dying to Fort. Well, only one level lead now after these events.
Emerald
Elixir-
Wind used. Hopaka taking a hell of a lot of damage. Tobos just turning it around. The last of the spells starts hitting though. Hopaka, there's no way. Okay, he does go down in the end. I thought it was me playing Lee Ming for a second.
I think Elixir said I have to win this one solo, and he went Emerald and
Look,
he already
Malgadir,
made.
he's saying the same thing. He's gone for the Locust Swarm.
Oh, I mean, at least it's exciting for us to see these talents. I think against 5 milis, Emerald Wind will get massive value this game. So
As long as Ixia himself doesn't become the target, of course. Freakz, not happy to give the seed up just yet. It's the defensive spawn for them. Dobby on the flank. VP not available just yet, but they're going again. Hoggo on top of everyone. Tobos taking damage. Here's Cloudy trying to get the kill. Emerald Wind making a lot of space, but makes the isolation miss. Tobos safe in the backline for now. So is John. Defending them off now, the first wave, but here comes the second attack from the Freakz team. Very split though, so I don't know if they can go right. Hopaka just going rogue, going solo. Down that guy goes.
Dobby is still interrupting. I think he might be in trouble. Okay, he uses VP to survive.
Okay, this has to be for the fan club now, surely. Johanna.
Another interrupt from Freakz, but
Watch Dobby. He got another.
There is nothing happening on the map. The folks are already dead for the fan club, so like they're not paying any price to be there.
It looks funny, and maybe it's mental warfare, but it's certainly not much more than that. Now Cloudy's going to go for the bottom camp. John currently trying to take the top hards. Hopaka and Freakz in the area trying to scare him off, but they're 2v5 at the moment. Cloudy not going to move up, just wants to get the bottom XP at the moment. The XP has closed a lot, as he said. One behind for 2 kills they got. I mean, really, the fort is what turned the game around, to be honest. The catch-up XP doing wonders for them. Hopaka Hordapult to get to safety. Now playing on the bottom lane with the camp, slowing the rotation. John still on the top side of the map, and Cloudy's just hitting on the bottom keep wall.
Why is Johanna not banned, guys? I don't understand. Hanzo banned 3 games in a row instead of Johanna. We're gonna see so many interrupts like this, and meanwhile the team was taking hard camps, bot walls, so much value. And now with no forts, it becomes harder.
Let's see though, 2 seeds are taken. If they can get this third one, then maybe they can get into the XP lead, the fan club. Haka clearing up the top lane, bottom lane already dealt with. Grouping up, the death ball is pretty good, but there's a lot of bushes around here. Malgadir, gonna be okay.
They also don't have
Bless
the
shield,
scaling
hammer
event.
maybe caught. Ixia, cleanse, phase shift being used. The VP preventing it though, and the hammer is gone. Divine shield used as well. Malgadir the next target. There's 2 kills already. Virtual doing what he can, but it's not enough. Ixia, not even worth killing it seems. Now out of order, gonna turn and get him. Virtual as well, and it's 4 kills to Freakz.
Excellent VP there to stop the phase shift, and that pretty much sealed the fight. Hammer didn't react on time with didn't stop. It was used after the blast shield and didn't do enough, I think. Also, Liming without any like Anna mouth, something like that, it just feels not enough damage yet to get these resets going in the fight.
Do you think he's gonna go for diamond skin at level 16? Or is it gonna be damage?
I would like to see them attempt one shot all the time. But against Uther with the armor, it's pretty hard. If he manages to get even one spell on the hero that they're targeting, that already diminishes the damage by a lot.
Okay, level 16. This seed presumably got to be given up as well. We're going to go 2-2, but it should be even talent tiers for the final one at least.
Again, I think a noob is the wrong hero in this draft, a wrong kind of a tank to have against 5 millis. You want some AoE. Like as we discussed, even Mei would have done so much more in this game.
I mean, I think Locust Swarm probably isn't helping, to be fair. If it was Cocoon on someone like Zeratul or Greymane, it would be more useful. Now, trying to catch our Virtual here.
I think even having another offlaner would have been enough value in the fights than having a noob.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Level 16 got to be hit. The Balcony is for target. The CC is good, and the phase shift does not connect. Nurback's gone. Virtual's already here. They need to go. This is going to be the Garden Towers if they don't, and that'll be a disaster. But how can they? They've lost their tank already. The seed is so far away.
We saw the dead bush from Team Freakz and
CC chain on Hopaka. Can he spend? Oh, the drag does not connect. And there's the Horde pult out. Not quite able to line it up enough.
Once he gets the spin, he can insta Horde pull after, and then it's impossible to catch him. We don't have any heroes that can. And now the Garden Terrace. I think at least one or maybe even it might be all the keeps, I think, eventually with this push.
We will see. It is indeed mirrorable on Tobus, just looking for potential one-shot for the extra damage. Bottom keep, that one is for sure gone. Top keep looks to be gone as well, and the only question is, will middle survive? Will they even just try and end the game here? It'll be difficult, but not impossible.
They have VP and the Greyman on the core with Divine Shield. They're already starting.
Cloudy on the other side, they're really going for the Freakz, looking for the CC. Look at the Divine Shield. Emerald Wind is useless against it. 2 kills already. Dobby low, but VP to survive. Terrace now hitting the core. Thought maybe it was too much. Oh, the boss with a double stun. Down they all go. Freakz is Freakz. They've done it again. 3-0. Making their way up now to the semi-final in dominant fashion this time.
I think we have to see someone adapt much earlier in the series in order to beat them, or even before the series adaptation will be needed.
These guys, they're too busy playing Banshee Cup. They don't have time to scout for the Heroes Lounge.
13-0 Greyman, by the way. That's wild stat line. It's like in League. 13-0.
Somebody fed the Doge. But this game, it was a disaster from the start, to be honest. I thought the trade was not bad, but it also could have been better. And then after they died, 1.5 level lead. It was difficult to play from there. MVP for blue team goes to that fourth. They got for 2 kills to get the XP close.
Yes, the fourth claimed more kills than the players. I don't know what to say. It was just a strategy difference the whole way. Also, of course, we don't want to diminish the great play from the players on Freakz team. We saw some very good mechanical performances. Even in this game, the Zeratul was doing a lot of work with the VPs, and even before that, just sticking to the right targets. GG's, 3-0.
And with this, they will move on, like I said, to the semi-final of the Division 1 Cup. Their next opponents will be Dagalan Banga. Regular season, this was a 2-1 win for Freakz's team. You know all these players on the German team. It's Hazu and friends. We'll see if they can put up a stronger fight against this very dominant team from the lower end of the gauntlet.
I think with Hazu having Vikings in his hero pool, at least one game they will win by having Vikings probably, and just stopping this overwhelming macro from Freakz team. Also, they're probably mechanically better than the fan club and the other team that already lost to Freakz. So we could also see that playing a big part. But still, I think the drafting and the strategy needs to be adjusted in order to beat Freakz in a series.